live on 2K Sports. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Jusuf Nurkic.
And you can't get too wrapped up in the numbers, but sure, his rebounding volume has indeed been decreasing. Is that a function of physicality, alterations to playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got George. Jaren Jackson is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Williams at the 2. And for the Trailblazers, Sharp is on the wing, and he'll be paired with Grant. Donovan Clingan out there with Denny Avdia. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries.
Now, here's George. Markkanen sets the pick for George. And a miss there on the triple. Sharp against Williams. Sharp, that's good.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Pass to Williams. George against Lillard. Outside, George. And here's Jackson. Back to George. Shot clock at 5. A 3 ball. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by George.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Avdia gets the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Jackson. Denny Avdia making his last shot. Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
Right side, Avdia. No good from outside. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Williams kicks to Jackson. Pass to Markkanen. Williams for 3. And Clingan pulls it down.
If he's got that much space, he's got the green light. He just doesn't make it.
Well, we know the Jazz have been up front. Before you can rebuild, Doris, you've got to tear down. And that's what they've done.
And Kevin, that requires extraordinary patience. You have to be willing to trade away veterans who can contribute to winning. And you have to be willing to prolong the process in order to get max returns. But be under no illusions. Losing is hard on everyone.
Here's Williams. Portland making their last shot. Jackson from long range. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Sharp the pass to Avdia. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
What a great start. They've only missed 1 thus far.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Portland's head coach. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the topic, and Coach was impressed by the tape. He said, the more I watch of Jaren, the more I'm convinced he's the best defensive player in the league. He does so much for their team, and we're going to have to be hyper aware of his weak side help tonight. Coach isn't alone on that appraisal. Kevin, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Kessler. Outside, George. Shoots over Lillard. And that one comes up a bit short.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable, let's be honest.
Grant dishes to Lillard. Outside, Avdia. Utah with the rebound. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Trailblazers.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And he can't hit the second. Abdi on the wing. Rebounded by Jackson.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Grant. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
Now, here's George. An 11-point game for him in the win against New York. With the drive, stolen by Kessler. Lillard against George. And the layup is good.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all three levels.
A late first-round pick, Doris, back in 2022. Walker Kessler proving he was a sleeper. He has shown a lot for sure.
Oh, no question about it, Kevin. We are talking about a guy who's got size. He's consistent on the backboards, but there's an offensive arsenal there that maybe was a bit unexpected. Boy, guys, when you think of Denny Abdia, great positional size, versatile on both ends of the floor, and he's unafraid of the big stage.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Toumani Camara comes in for Jeremy Grant, and it's Drew Holiday in for Shaedon Sharpe. The Jazz also changing it up. Filipowski comes in for Jackson, and it's Collier in for Williams. Now, here's George. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Down low, here's Markkanen, and Markkanen with the slam.
Boy, how about that move? There's more than one way to get to the cup. Might as well do it in pretty fashion, Lauri Markkanen.
Outside, Avdia. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Avdia's got 11 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. A different look for Utah. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Walker Kessler. Bailey comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Mikhailuk's subbed in for George. Here's Collier, guarded by Holiday. And it's Collier missing.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Bailey. Last time, 14 points for him. Nurkic bounce pass. Bailey passes to Filipowski. Shoots from 8. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Holiday surveying the floor. For 3, Henderson bangs home the trifecta.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Now, here's Nurkic. Here's Collier. 6 on the shot clock. Bailey misses. Here's Camara. Defended by Filipowski. Henderson kicks to Holiday. Now Camara. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. The shot by Holiday, no good. Jazz trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. Taking a look here at the numbers for Jrue Holiday. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
And he makes the first. And the Jazz making a change here. Jackson's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Portland leading by 9. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process, seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Now, here's Nurkic. 12 points his last outing. Here's Bailey, and finished off by Bailey.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Here's Krejci. No scoring in this one. Pass to Kamare. Henderson outside. Rebounded by Bailey.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Collier. And here's Jackson. Last game he had 34 points. And the dunk by Jackson.
And I tell you what, nobody willing to put a stop to that slam.
Yeah, Greg, for the defense, that was a case of stand back, watch the show, buckle up.
He saw the defense playing soft and simply used his natural gifts to take advantage.
And that does it for the first quarter. Portland out in front, up by 7. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Holiday in the backcourt with Henderson to his side. Avdia out there with Rob Williams. And it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Kamare. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Well, it's been a heck of a recent stretch for these guys. The centers and power forwards averaging the most points in their position in the last 10 games. Jaren Jackson, number 1.
That is major productivity in the paint. I mean, they would love to get more and more of that from him going forward, because a scoring big man like that, guys, it's never easy to come by.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
To the wing right side. Launches it. Rebound, Utah. Last time they met was in Utah.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight?
And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level, but you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Here's Bailey. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. The shot by Holiday, no good. Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Collier. Fires from deep. Bailey misses. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Stolen by Jackson. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Nurkic finds Jackson. And it's Bailey in the corner. Pass to Collier. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Jackson, that's good. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for the Jazz. Lillard looking around. Misses the 3. Utah trailing here. Bailey passes to Collier. It's good. This game is all even. Collier's got his first basket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the fore.
Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
What a night for Denny Avdia. This guy has found something out there, and they just keep finding him.
Here's Collier. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside, kicks it out to Lillard. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Over to the wing. Nurkic the pass to Collier. And he uses the glass on the layup. Collier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
11 feet away. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Boy, he'd be the first to tell you that is a shot that we expect him to make.
Outside for Jackson. Fires for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. And finished off by Avdia.
Oh, Denny Avdia can get up there, folks, when he wants to.
Pass to Bailey. Fires the 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Bailey's got 5 points so far.
My goodness, that's just too clean a look. He takes full advantage.
Back to Williams. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Trailblazers lead by 3. Pass to Bailey. Here's Collier, covered by Lillard. Jackson passes to Collier. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Lillard with it. He's got 5. Avdia with a screen for Lillard. The tray. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. A different look now for Portland. Clinging, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Jeremy Grant comes in for Avdia. And it's Sharp in for Drew Holiday. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Nurkic. Filipowski comes in for Jaren Jackson. Williams, he's checked in for Bailey. And it's Keontae George in for Collier.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Grant with a screen on George. And it's Lillard missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And Kessler throws it down.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Pass to Sharp. Grant outside. No good on the three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Filipowski finds Markkanen. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside, Komarov, and it's sent back by Kessler. To the paint, here's Filipowski. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Filipowski's got the lead up to 5 now for the Jazz. Grant outside. Back to Lillard. Sharp on the wing. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Jazz leading by 5. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got his third basket of the night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now a timeout called by Portland. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Henderson's checked in.
And this young man lives on the offensive glass. Tough to stop clinging when he's that close.
Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Kessler. And Love has it in the corner. Outside, Williams. Nice ball movement by Utah. Three-pointer, Markkanen. And it's Portland with the rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Sharp. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Jazz leading by 5. To the middle. Here's Love. And then Love with the jam.
I don't think there's any doubt. Love can finish with authority like that more than you think he can.
Lillard outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
On the wing, Markkanen. And he trains the three, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time.
The previous play is under review.
Yet, officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And so it's the Utah Jazz bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action in just a minute.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Utah Jazz. Well, I don't know about you guys, but my eyes have been glued to this one.
Man, it's hard to even look away. This game has been neck and neck.
Neck and neck? Where'd that come from, Ernie?
I believe that phrase comes from horse racing. Shaq, think of like a photo finish like you and Kenny running to the board.
So if I trip him, would that be facing floor?
And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Trailblazers.
You're not going to win many games shooting under 30% from three. If they want to climb back into it, they've got to focus on getting easier looks there, Ernie.
Not everybody can be like the Jet, though, who shot a career 40% from behind the line.
39.9%. That half year in Atlanta killed it, Ernie.
I would agree with that.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. What a game we're seeing from Deni Avdija.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That matchup falls in the middle game of this three-game trip. And so in the game for the Jazz, Walker Kessler is out there with Jackson. Then it's Williams. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's George in the point guard. And here are the Trailblazers now. They trail by 7. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. I wanted to see what I was capable of, so I put a lot of work in expanding my role. Kevin, back over to you.
Thank you, Allie. And George kicks to Markkanen. On the wing, Jackson goes up the baseline, and it's Portland with the rebound. Avdija, the pass to Lillard. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And Avdija, the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one. George up top, covered by Lillard. Pass to Kessler. Over in the corner, Williams. Lock at 6. Releases from the wing and drills it.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Avdija finds Sharp. Back to Avdija. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Avdija's got 5 points now this quarter.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
The 11-footer, and he overshot that one, missing. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Back to Lillard for the lead, and the Trailblazers another 3.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the Trailblazers. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason. And, of course, there's the Jazz, 3 spots below. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. George passes to Kessler. From the arc. George, no good. And here's Portland. Big stretch here going 10-2. Here's Lillard. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Jackson. Here's Sharp. Oh, and the jam by Sharp.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
How about the timing on the offensive glass by Jeremy Grant? Always seems to be in the right place.
Jackson from long range. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Down low. Stolen by Avdia. Here's Grant. Up and in on the layup. And it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Markkanen from outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Sharp finds Grant. Avdia on the wing. Lillard outside. Just 5 on the clock. Good on the triple. Lillard's got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for Portland.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Jazz trail by 9. Now here's George. He's got 6. Williams scanning the floor. Kessler setting the pick for Williams. The Jazz with another miss.
And they continue to control the glass.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. He's checked in for Utah. With a quick break in the action, let's go to our rookie leaderboard and see which shooters have been the most efficient in the season's second half. Donovan Klingen on top.
He has been outstanding since the break. Defenders have been struggling to slow him down.
Portland on defense. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Kessler screen on Lillard. To the paint. Here's Jackson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 7th assist here tonight. Portland leading by 9. To the inside. Here's Klingen. Avdia, the pass to Sharp. Grant outside. Shot clock at 6. Yep, that one goes. Grant's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
And I love Grant's mindset. Readies himself to shoot as soon as he touches the ball.
Inside, here's Jackson. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's George, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it, more than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Portland.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Outside Holiday. Filipowski grabs the board. Jazz trail by 9. Takes a step back. Here's Collier. Drops in the layup for 2. Collier's got 8.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Lillard against George. Lillard, the pass to Krejci. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Kicks it out to Lillard. Down low. There's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Right side George. Pass to Collier. Nobody near Nurkic. And it's off from three-point range. Trailblazers leading by 9. Here's Krejci. Off target from three-point range.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Right wing. Here's Collier. Off target from outside. Portland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Here's Williams, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Lillard against George. Out to the right wing. Here's Filipowski, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Markkanen dishes to George. Back to Markkanen. Markkanen a screen on Holiday. Here's Collier. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Lillard left side. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range. Lillard's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Trailblazers lead by 12. And we'll be back right after this. One quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Holiday. Holiday in the backcourt with Henderson to his side. Toumani Camara is out there with Avdia. And it's Williams at center. That's the group on the floor for Portland. From downtown, and again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Here's Collier, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. Pass to Camara, releases. A wide open look here for Holiday. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Jazz trail by 16. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Bailey passes to Mikhailuk. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Avdia on the wing. The shot by Holiday, no good.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
Pass to Williams. Right side, Holiday. 6 to shoot. There's a screen by Kamara. And Drew Holiday with the 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
Jazz trail by 15. Here's Bailey. And here's Jackson. Pass to Bailey. Shoots the 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Timeout, Blazers. For the Trailblazers, Murray comes in for Robert Williams. And Lillard subbed in for Scoot Henderson. Utah also making some changes. Filipowski, he's checked in for Nurkic. And it's Markkanen in for Mikhailuk. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, guys. Well, I was able to listen on the Trailblazers head coach talking to his team. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Nobody near Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Jazz trail by 10. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. There's the triple. Will not drop through. That miss puts him at 6 for 10.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jazz have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Determined Jackson Jr. there through the contact.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Lillard. Outside, Avdia. To the left side wing. Kamara. Portland again missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Holiday, the pass to Lillard. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Here's Collier to the inside. Kicks it out to Markkanen. The Jazz working the ball around now. Doesn't go that time. Trailblazers leading by 6. Over in the corner, Lillard. Takes a 3. And the 3 ball is good. Lillard's got 12 points in just the second half.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down.
And this kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one.
Now Holiday. Lillard from outside. Traps in the tray. Lillard's got 23.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
On the wing, Markkanen. Here's the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Boy, that's his second 3. First of this half, though.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They lead by 7. Lillard, the pass to Murray. Tries it from 9. Again, the Trailblazers score.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Now Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Murray. Launches it. Bailey pulls it down. Markkanen looking it over. Here's Collier. Markkanen outside, puts up the three. Holiday there for the rebound. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Bailey. Jacks up a three. The three goes down.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Timeout Blazers.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
For the Trailblazers, Klingon, he's checked in for Murray. Jeremy Grant comes in for Tamani Kamara. And it's Sharp in for Drew Holiday. Utah also making some changes. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Kyle Filipowski. Williams comes in for Bailey. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. Lillard, nice use of the glass and the finish.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Outside, George. Jackson with it. Klingon defending. Now Markkanen takes the three. Sharp rips down the rebound.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Shooting for Utah.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that brings them within 8.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
The Trailblazers shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Utah has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And he gets it to go!
Kessler always looking to score down low. A nice finish inside.
Lillard attacking. Jumper is off. The Jazz shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Kessler. Bucket.
Wow, Walker Kessler with some big-time confidence.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Lillard with it. Already down by Jackson. On the outside. Beyond the arc. And down goes the three.
What you love about Denny Avdia, this guy can score in a multitude of ways.
George. Off the glass.
Getting something that close to the cup is a win as far as possessions go.
So it's Portland now. They lead by 4. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. It's the first. That puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you love to see a guy step in nice, calm, cool, and collected and knock the free throws in.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
And there's the 3.
The willingness to embrace the pressure, Markkanen, big-time delivery.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, just a great job there. He put the game out of reach.
And the Jazz call time here. 7 seconds left in the fourth. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
At the line for your Trailblazers, bring in 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
So let's go courtside where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game, Allie.
Dame, for those of us watching, what does it feel like to be in a shooting groove like you were in tonight?
It feels like a workout. You know, when I'm doing my summertime workouts, even after practice sometimes, I'm just trying to get hot, you know, trying to get that rhythm. And that's what it feels like, you know, when you hold yourself to that standard of just making shots, being consistent at it and just getting hot, you know, and that's kind of what it felt like.
I can guarantee you none of our workouts feel like that, but thanks for the show tonight, Dame.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And now our player of the game, Damian Lillard.